Welcome, welcome. If you guys are just tuning in, hello, welcome everyone. We got banned on StockTwits again. So we're gonna have to make another StockTwits account. You guys are just tuning in, welcome, welcome. We're just gonna get started here. I got banned again from StockTwits, unfortunately, so I'm a female. Alright. We're gonna see if we can get re-enabled on StockTwits. I keep getting banned, it's unfortunate. It's not my fault. You guys are joining in. Welcome, welcome. Glad everyone is here. We're gonna do a little quick market synopsis heading into Friday, or sorry, into next week. I just wanted to go live again. Hopefully, internet holds up. Could stick the Ethernet in the hole. I'm gonna actually stick the Ethernet in the hole real quick. Hopefully, it doesn't disconnect. I'll play my PS4, so we'll see. Hopefully that doesn't get nasty, but I hope everyone's having a really, really good day. Hopefully that should be good. Hopefully if you guys are tuning in, welcome, welcome. We're gonna get started here in a sec. Like I said, hopefully this works. Just gonna make another Zach Morris account. I got just bear with me one guys. If you guys got questions, I'll look at those in a sec. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep banning me from StockTwits, so for some odd reason, so okay, let's see what's coming in on here. Quilzen, thanks for the sub the sub on Twitch or the follow. We're just gonna get started here. I don't know why there's a sub on but okay. If you guys got any questions whatsoever, we will go over those as well. So all right. Hopefully that works. Okay, cool. That did work. So we are all good to go. I think we'll talk about some things about the market. I'm going to talk about some of my favorite plays heading into tomorrow as well. So we are all set up here for my end. Great. Can't believe they banned my Twitch account or my StockTwits account. I don't even have anyone watching. Hopefully we should be good to go. Okay, sorry. We are good to go now. Sorry. Stock Twitch is being annoying, so we had to make sure that we made another account. Go to most active CEI SHIB. It always makes people when I'm mad make new accounts. They say that they've been banning me, but it's funny. Spy and Matt. Spy and Matt. Should be good. Hate when they ban my stock Twitch. It takes forever just to get things rolling, unfortunately. That's okay. There's the bell. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out. I got my stock Twitch thing back, but they keep being annoying, so. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome, welcome. We'll get started here in a second. If you guys have any questions, we will go over that as well. Sundial, no, was we were talking about today. Sundial, like I said, we faded today. Kind of looked like a pump and dump as well, just on the minute one. Let's go to CDC, SDC. Smile Direct Club. I don't know why it's not trending. It was literally up 0% today. Kind of funny when they close, right in there. Good consolidation day today. If you guys are tuning in, you guys got any questions whatsoever, let me know. We will go over anything you guys want to see. Skills had a really rough day as well. A lot of these growth stocks have had a rough today. We really started strong, and IWM just started kind of fading out, so it kind of brought us lower. But Voyager, there are a lot of other names that were up a lot. I was hoping that IWM, some of these China names could have held their positions today. My portfolio is up $12 today, so I'll take it. But very flat day for everyone in here. So I hope if you guys are tuning in, you guys got any questions, let me know. We will go over whatever you guys want to see. Okay, perfect. So yeah, we had that really bad. IWM kind of faded here, and kind of after hours, we're starting to see a little bit of a fade. So hopefully, we'll see something. Oh, people crack me up on stock Twitch, but yeah, it's actually interesting. We see so much volume come into here after hours. Maybe there's lots of volume that just got passed through. So I want to look at our time and sale. Wow. Okay, this is interesting. Look at this. So I was saying we had this huge volume, and look at this. We had 1 million shares get sold right there. So about $35 million of liquidity left the pool right there. Interesting. Usually, look at all these big dumps. So very interesting to see these big prints right here at the end of the day. That's a lot of shares, 364,000 from the same person as well. Very interesting, and I wonder if on our, so that was interesting as well, and IWM did spike up, we probably had a really, really big purchase here. Yeah, this purchase right here, very, very big. So big prints coming in after hours. So that's interesting as well. Always kind of like to see that dynamic to see if we have any big prints. That's a very big print on IWM as well. Yeah, that's a really, really big print. Neo had a lot of big prints as well, so that's very interesting to see. I was just very confused that we saw that much volume, and I wonder if that's going to hold us down in Neo in the after hours. So we're going to go to our level 2 and see if all that already got eaten up. Interesting. Okay. Big, big buys, though, and sells. If you guys are tuning in, you got any questions, let me know. We will go over whatever you guys want to see. Yeah, just very interesting. We have a lot of names today. I always like to see some of the after hour closes. Those can be really, really beneficial to seeing if we're going to have a good Monday. You'll usually start to see some prints, and even if you look at the put call ratio, so the VIX index, not really the VIX, but kind of like the VIX, but on every single stock. Sometimes, that put to call ratio on your swings, you can start to see when we're going to start picking up volume, etc. So that's also interesting to look at. IWM is down a little bit after hours, kind of unfortunate. Hopefully, we had we faded out all day. That jobless claims didn't help us at all, but I'm hoping that we can rebound on Monday. But if you guys are just joining in here, if you guys got any questions at all, let me know. We will go over whatever you guys want to see. CEI had a pretty rough day. I'm sure you guys want to look at CEI, so we'll take a look at that for you. What's up, JC? Yeah, we're back again. I got it for one day. I'd love to hit 650 before we end. CEI, like I said, had a really rough day. This was our last chance to bounce. Funny that I said that. I lined this out before I went off today. Like we said, we had really good support at this $1.55. We did take that $1.55. So, maybe we do start to see a curl up after hours. It's going to be interesting to see, though. Can you show how a Bollinger Band works? Sure. So a Bollinger Band is going to show if we were overextended or not. So let's go to Bollinger Bands. So what they do is they pretty much show us if we're overextended or extended. So really we want to take this to a yearly time frame, so 1 year, 1 day. These just show us if we're overextended. So anything over this red line is going to be overextended. In this, it should be fluctuating off this blue and the purple. The purple can, be dip buys, but let's pull up an Amazon chart. This gives a better idea. Down here when it hits the purple, usually ends up being good dip buys, and whenever we hit this red, we end up getting really overextended and selling off. So it's pretty basic. You kind of down buy at the purple, you sell off at the red. You want it to follow the blue. It's pretty much. I don't do too much on the Bollinger Bands, but that's kind of the basic strategy behind there. I thought. Smile Direct Club. Is it the next GEME? No, potentially not. I want to take off Bollinger Bands because these kind of obstruct our view, but what I see right now is I don't really like Smile Direct Club. Looks like we're creating a double top on the daily. If we can push above 750, I will be bullish, but looks like we really double topped right here. When we look at the 1 year, 1 day, we want to see when a stock is in an uptrend, we want to see higher highs. So higher high, this is a higher high. We want to see higher lows. Right now we've had a lower low, a lower low, a lower low, a lower low. So really, I don't think, unless we can break over 750, I don't know if we're going to have too much luck. So I don't really think it's the next GME. CEI is pretty interesting. CEI has been very, very volatile. It's actually surprised me today with how much we held up. And when we talk about the next GME, when we're talking about looking at a stock that has a lot of potential, look at CEI's volume down here. CEI's volume is increased over the last few days. So we can, with volume becomes, more, moves on the chart and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I look at on that. Okay. Man, so many people are so mad on StockTwits. Yeah, and then the thing with GameStop is that's a one in a, it's not going to happen all the time. That's a very, very that was a very rare. Everything played perfect into that. I think short hedge funds are going to do a little bit better of making sure that doesn't happen again. But if you guys are tuning in, you got any questions, let me know. Like I said, my portfolio did really good today on hypergrowth. IWM, a lot of these major indices kind of pulled back today, which was a little unfortunate. We had a lot of good momentum. I thought today was going to be a big winner, but you know, pullbacks are good. Our last 30 days, we've been pretty green on the market. The jobless claims also hurt us a little bit. So I think that pullback, you know, kind of was jobless claims. When we look on CEI, like I said, this $1.55, I forgot to put an alert because I was actually going to buy some if we hit this. We have this perfect, this is actually perfect double bottom possible setup. When we talk about a double bottom, it's perfect right at that 155 mark, and then we bounce off of there. That was our last chance to hold that support. We did really nicely. So, you know, potentially we could, you know, shoot off after this. So this might be pretty bullish. We'll see in after hours what we can do. I bought CE at 40 cents, but sold at 360. It was still 600% gains, though. Yeah, that's crazy. I wish I had 600% gains. We bought on this stream CEI at 90 cents, and we sold out at 350. Should I have held CEI? Where's selling? But selling it was great. Good job. When you're in a parabolic move, when you're up, you know, thousands of percent, you know, what my best thing would to do is, you know, take some off the table if you're up a lot of profit, raise up prices. But even if you're up $50 or $3, like profit is profit. So never, you know, if you have a winning trade, that's great. Yeah, I mean, CEI, I don't think it ever goes back above 4. You know, could it? You know, definitely. There's a lot of volume, but it's going to be very hard to reach out there. I think a lot of the big players in CEI have pulled out their positions, and you know, just it's going to be really, really hard to get back up there, in my opinion. So yeah, that is that. If you guys are tuning in here, you guys got any questions? Welcome. I appreciate all the subs coming through. See you a lot. Yeah, CEI, I don't know. Like I said, I was gonna buy it at $1.55. I forgot to today. You know, when we're playing these parabolic moves, we just want to make sure we're buying next to support. So I was thinking about buying at support. I didn't get the notification. So yeah. Ah man, the Discord link. I forgot to update it. So we have this Discord link here. I'll put it again. This will never expire. It kept expiring. So let me post that for you guys. The link kept expiring, unfortunately. I forgot to put that on there. So here we go. Thank you for everyone being in here. Really appreciate it. There we go. There's that Discord link for you guys. Hopefully that will work. Great. Great. So I see APVO, APRI. That's going to be a lot of names, but until there's some other questions, we can look at those for sure. So APVO, I remember back in the day, that thing was very, very explosive. I think we hit 50. It was a couple day runner. Thanks for all the subs coming. Appreciate it. It was a couple day runner. Really, really liked it. When we're looking at a falling wedge can last forever, right? So when I put this falling wedge on here, we're getting really, really close to a possible breakout. We tried. But the thing with a falling wedge is, you know, we want $6 to $60. And my problem is when we're in a falling wedge or we're kind of have a lot of downtrend, the stock's not just going to randomly, you know, just go up. So until we break that trend, we're just going to keep going down. So I think that, you know, buying right here would kind of be silly. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so I really don't think, you know, there's a potential. You know, we've been really downtrending for the last year. We've been coiling up. What I don't like to see the RSI is just bouncing up and down off the lows. So what I would like to see before this is we could have, you know, a clear reversal. So, you know, if we, you know, broke maybe even like $18, we could go long in here. But for now, when the trend stays that way, it's not going to reverse. We can think back to names like Alibaba, stuff like that, you know, that just aren't really going to reverse. So I would stay out of that. I know APVO is, I remember that was a crazy time though when it did run up, but I would honestly, it'd be looking like a really, really good short. And there's really no support. We talk about stocks that have a lot of support. There's absolutely no support on this stock. You know, we have practically all the way down to $6. So I would definitely stay out of this. But if you guys are tuning in, welcome. If you got any questions, let me know. Would stay out of that one. I know you had just a few other ones we can definitely look at. All right. We'll take a look, Dan. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Yeah, I think we've talked about Sundial. Well, you see a lot of people looking at Sundial. So, honestly, Sundial, like I said, I wouldn't buy today. We really faded. So, we had this really, really nice jump up today, and we faded down from it. So, this kind of looks like a pump and dump. Like what we have on our 1 year, 1 days, we have this falling wedge that we broke over. So if we can hold this, we could have some continuous momentum. When we look at the 1 year, 1 day, whenever we break out of this falling wedge, we went 72 cents to $1.42. We broke out of this falling wedge. So, could we see some higher movement on the stock? Yes, but we have to make sure that we hold we have to hold this level. We can't break below this wedge. So, in my opinion, we have to hold 65 cents or this play is invalidated. So, yeah, we broke over that. We could do good, but Smile Direct Club, I already went over that. I see people, let's look at APRI. APRI is going to be probably the same thing. When you talk about this gap to fill level, right? So we have obviously the next gap we have is at 849. So once we cross over 849, we have a huge gap, but I'm not going to play that until we hit 849. And then sure, we'll take a look at Prague. I see a couple people that want to look at that. Yeah, and that's just with that gap to fill. So Prague, yeah, Prague looks, like I said, with these gap to fill plays, sometimes we shoot up. Sometimes we, oh my God, StockTwit sometimes cracks me up. We're gonna, all right. So Prague, yeah, you're welcome. With Prague, like I said, we saw this really, really big movement. We saw this really, really big movement once we have those gaps, right, that I'm talking about, those gap to fills. Once we fill those in, it seems like we have a lot of momentum to break those out, and we just flush down. When I zoom out of this chart, there's really nothing bullish about this chart. There's no higher highs. There's nothing into it. So for me, I believe that this stock is going to be headed lower, back down, to that 66-cent level. I don't see, I can look at revenue for a company and stuff like that, but for a company like this, I can already tell that revenue is just going to be not good year over year, stuff like that. That's probably going to be my best, until we see like a solid graph. If we have a solid graph, I'll look at financials, but, until we see one, there's no point, we'll kind of know the story behind that. Okay. If you guys are tuned in, welcome. If you got any questions, let me know. We will go over. Sure, Sonny, we'll look at ENVB. Appreciate all the subs coming in, means a lot. ENVB, okay. See, ENVBN has the same story. We've just been downtrending for a long time. Maybe we have a double dominant at $1.54, but I want to show you guys. So we go to ENVB. This is going to be the story for most of these stocks that have these big downtrends. If we go to ENVB stock, we'll go to the revenues real quick. And bios are really hard. I've been over that. But, year to year, we've had no revenue in 2022. We keep declining. This is why we see this stock keep going down. Until we have a big revenue jump, this trend is going to keep going down. If we look at a company, though, like Futu, Futu's been, really, really good for the last year. We've had this really big downtrend on growth, but we look at a really, really healthy graph like Futu, and we go to Futu stock. We're going to look at the Yahoo Finance. I want you guys to see the difference between that stock and this one. So let's go to finances and look at this. We're doubling every single year, 200 to 500, and last year we quadrupled. So if we have total revenue that's increasing significantly, we're going to see stocks with bigger jumps. Yeah, you guys are welcome. WTF is this Series A on MAD? That makes no sense. Not very logical. SDC, like I said, don't really like it. I think that, yeah, there's really nothing bullish about this chart. We keep making lower lows, especially when we zoom out to the weekly. This honestly just looks like a bear flag to me before we shoot down. So Smile Direct Club, not really bullish on it at all. If we can break about, 741, I would be bullish, but until then, I'm going to remain bearish. What's your thoughts on Pfizer? Really cheap now? Yeah, we can take a look. Pfizer did have a big run up this year because of obvious reasons. So same thing. I think that this run up in the last year, sometimes when we have these erratic runs, we go straight up, they usually come straight back down. So, right now looks like a really, really good time to buy. RSI is all the way undersold. Last time RSI was undersold, we went $34 to 51. So yeah, anywhere in this area looks decent. We did break out of this rising wedge today. So yeah, I think that, or this falling wedge, anywhere I think on this chart would look good from 51. Yeah. Obviously, I'd like to get buys closer to this 40 level, but that does look like it is on a discount. The dividend that Emma gave us series preferred shares. It depends what your average is on CEI and your risk tolerance. If you're in from 30 cents, sure, but if your average is right around here, it's super volatile. You got to make sure you're if you're gonna worry about it, I don't know. Wish call for $10 2022. Yeah, that's smart. I think I made a whole video on Wish you can look at, but love Wish. What do you think about CEI? I think CEI is good. My problem with CEI is that we're super volatile. We've had these, really big runs up and down. So what I would, it's very volatile. It's very risky. So CEI, I think that we really have to, until we reclaim this, well, if we reclaim the $2 level, I think we're good. But until we don't, I don't know. PaySafe is a little bit undervalued. Wish is crazy undervalued. I agree with that. And some of the things that you need to... Hopefully my computer just didn't shut off. Hold up. Computer shut off? Sorry, I don't know what happened. Okay, sorry, I don't know what that was for. No, Lucid is not Tesla. Or Lucid has no earnings. So I just want to be very clear. So the problem with when we say a stock is undervalued, it can be undervalued for a couple of reasons. We can't just look at the revenue. For example, I know a lot of energy stocks that are like 10 times undervalued. You have to look at growth and cost of profit. So if they have $5 billion in revenue, but their cost of profit's $4.8 billion, then their profit's only $200 million. So you have to look at the cost of revenue, but also a stock that's more overvalued usually has more growth behind it. If a stock is growing at 100% year over year, it's going to be more highly valued than a stock that's growing 0 a year. A PE ratio, which shows its price to earnings, which shows how overvalued it is or not, directly corresponds to its growth. So, stock could be really undervalued, but on the case of Wish, we are growing pretty exponentially. So that is also important to keep in mind for, a lot of those other stocks as well. Lucid, I've been over it. I'll go over it. Don't like Lucid, especially we talk about a change. Interesting. Okay. If you guys got any last minute questions, I'll answer those. If not, we're going to end it. Appreciate everyone being here.